Hi everyone, my name is Rogerio and today we are going to show how to add an advanced message inside of your Salesforce contact record page. Here's our documentation about the component. I do recommend you guys go through this because there is some nice information here. One of the informations that we have here is about the permission set. For the advanced message, we do need a permission set for the user who is building, which is this permission set, and the user who is gonna have show the message, the users who you want to show the message. So this permission set here basically have access to our two objects that we save the message information. And then the users need to have access to those objects in order to see the message. So here I have my dashboard, and you can find the dashboard through the app search, and you can search for the EvoluteMessage. Once you click there, you will see this dashboard. And then if you don't see this dashboard, so probably you don't have access, you don't have this permission set. So now you can click on add message and you will see two types of message. One is pop-up and another one is toast. So in my case here, it's gonna be a simple message that I'm gonna build. I will show a pop-up message and I will leave this for default, and I will show contact when email is empty. Right now I'm not adding any filter, it's just to have a name here which I will filter after. So here I have the contact record page. Now I'm going to search for the advanced message. So, and I will drag and drop here, and then now I can select my message here, and then I can see how the message looks like. So I will click on show message builder because I don't want to see the message again in the builder, and I want to see how that looks like for the user now. So if I go back here and on the user, I can see my message, and if I reload the page, I will see that message every time. So, but I want to show this message here only when the email is empty. So how do I do that? So I go back to my dashboard. We have something called data source. So the data source you can use for a few options. One of the options is to filter to see if the message is going to show or not. In this case here, I'm gonna say contact show contact load contact when email is empty. In this case here, I want to load this data source only when the email is empty. So I'm gonna say contact ID. So what I'm saying is for this object here, I will get the contact ID, and how I'm going to prefill, I'm gonna use the record ID. This record ID is this ID here, which is the record ID of the page. And so I'm gonna use that, and I will say also that when the email is equal to empty, I will load this data source here. So I click save. And now I'm gonna go back to my message, and I'm gonna link that data source with my message. So show message when I click on add filter, when the data source here, load contact when email is empty, has record. So if it has record, it means that the contact has an email that it's empty. So I click on done and publish. So now if I reload my page here, the message should not show because the email here is not empty. If I change the email here and click save and reload my page, I should see the message. Another powerful thing you can do with the advanced message is to prefill information here. So we have two ways to prefill information. One is the data source, and another one information from the record page. Let's say I want to show the name of Carol White, which we have here on the page because the object is contact. So in order to do that, I can double click here, and I can select this, and I can do contact dot first name and contact dot last name. So once I do that, I can even make a little bit bigger, in bold, and let's see, big. That's not that big. Too much. So still too much. There you go. Then I have that. If I publish, and then now if I load, I should see the name of the user, the contact showing here. So I can show, and I can fill anywhere in the message the information I have here. Another powerful thing is if I want to show information, let's say from related objects, which usually I don't have on the page. In this case here, this is a related object, the account name, or let's say account number. I don't need to add on the page in order to see that. So for me to do that, I can use the data source again, and I can say show account from contact record page. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to load the contact again. Imagine like a bucket. So I have to load the contact. So let me contact ID, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna use the record ID, and I'm gonna add another object filter here, which is, let's say, another bucket, and I'm gonna say, now I want to load the account. So, and the account, I have the account ID, and now the contact here has the account ID that I want to link. So once I load this contact here using the record ID from the page, now I want to load the account from this contact here. So how do I do that? Click on this link here and search for the account ID, which is here on the top, but I can search here. And now I can link those two objects. So first, we are going to load the contact. And then second, once we find the contact with that record ID, we are going to load the account. So from now, I click on save here. And then if I go back to my message, I click edit. And now I can select show account from contact record page. When I do that, I can go back to my message and basically add those two fields here. So one field is gonna be, let's say, the account name. And now I'm showing on this list here, I have fields from both buckets, right? Even it's one data source, but I have two data sets inside of this data source. So I can show information from both objects. And let's say phone number. So I add here, and then I'm gonna say account name and account phone. So, and I can put any other text here. I even can show, let's get some information from the contact as well. Let's say the contact, contact email, I think. So contact email, but the contact email is going to be always empty, right? Once I have, this is not a valid one. So let me say last name. I can just type here as well, last name. And then click on done. Once I have done that, I click on publish. And if I go back here and reload my page, I can see, oops, that's not email, that's last name, but I can see the name here, and I can see the account information that we got from the related object. And that's it. Another thing that I have here in the advanced message is the inline. If I click on the inline message here, now my message is not going to be a pop-up. I'm going to use the same design, but the message now is going to show whatever you drag and drop the component. So in this case, I drag and dropped here, so you basically have that information here now. And then I have other options such as show header or bottom if I don't want to. In this case, it's inline. I don't want to show that close button there, so I remove that and click on publish. And now the message, if I reload the page, the message is going to show here for me without the bottom. So it's just a normal information here. And that's it. If you have any questions, I do suggest you to use our website and go to contact us. There is some other documentation about filters and data source here as well, and some information about community. And if you see anything that we can improve, let us know. Or if you have any scenario that you don't know how to accomplish, let us know and we'll get back to you. And that's it. Thank you very much.